Communication. See, people are left to their tarot cards and crap if you don't communicate with each other. I mean, really, and then that's as good as weird. Um, and as far as the black magic system, that's the money system over there. You don't understand. I don't have time to talk about it now. What I really wanted to talk about is, well, to update these videos, right? Update the video. Only I could wear this shirt. And, but anyway, we have astrology to take up the videotape with. I should erase some of these and create some space before it completely disenfranchises my whole scene here. Oh, I've made some really pathetic videos, and that's why I'm kind of overlaying on top of other pathetic videos. You know, it's like, well, you can judge for yourself. Well, this one wasn't as pathetic as the other one. The ones that I show up where I haven't taken a shower for a few days or so. I mean, I'm doing the hobo shower, believe me. I know how to um, not use toilet paper and use water. Let's just say that. But you know, I don't really like to take a cold shower myself. I have Aries rising, and I find myself like not only liking the heat, but it's like it might be abnormal for some people. It's like, no, this is normal to be really hot all the time. Ah, baby. Anyway, just here to talk about how that it's an unstable time in a lot of our lives. I am hoping that I get what I need or want. Or don't we want to be uplifted in our lives? Don't we want to be healed? Right? Don't we want to be like, well, how do you do that, Shauna? Well, to be seen, to be heard, I guess, um, in such a way that the squeaky wheel actually gets oiled. And I'm speaking for humanity now, folks, on this channel. That don't you think it's time that we um, we get heard? See, it happens in due time, and there's where we can take advantage of astrology. And it's weird because, well, the powers that be, uh, they know astrology too. Not not millionaires and not just billionaires. They mess with it a little bit, um, and they don't take it seriously. Only trillionaires do. Yes. Anyway, let's get back to Neptune. We have to keep our eye on Neptune. So what we're experiencing now is okay. So on the second here, I don't really want to associate with anybody in the next few days because of the aspect of the Mars squaring Neptune particularly. You want to watch out for men and watch out for everything. Don't handle anything that you're not being completely 100% coherent, especially machinery. Yeah, because when there's a Mars square Neptune in the air, it's kind of foggy with our physical positioning and stuff like this. Now, if you are a super creative person, then you can actually dial in on the season that we're going through right now, and you can be an artist of whatever it is you attempt to do with the physical realm, but make sure you're completely informed, and most likely you will be. Otherwise, with the Mars squaring Neptune, it's a square. It's not easy. It's not going to be, you could be blindsided by something that says, you know what, you weren't even thinking halfway about along the lines of the truth within reality. You're working with spam up here. Did you ever go into reality and then start putting together some Lego logs and making something actually work there to the point of joy, to where you can say, you know what, it might be the same with a lot of other things. I need to keep on the train, if anything, as to how I learned to learn. And, well, coming up with, yes, because Mars is at the very late degree of Gemini, and we're heading towards this. See, whatever was going on with this Mercury ruled aspect aspects, which was the Gemini, and the Jupiter is still in Gemini, squaring Saturn and even Neptune right now. See, a lot of us have had it up to here with gaslighters, and see, the saying goes, it's like, well, how do you tell if not only a politician but anybody? How do you tell if they're lying? Well, just check and see if their lips are moving. But really, here's the trip. Check and see if the medium through which, see, there's somebody observing lips moving, and then now somebody has to assess, could I give a fuck about this or not? And see, the thing is like any Indian chief says no. And you kind of look, and you don't be disrespectful, but you look them up and down and think, well, they're not shitting on themselves, and they don't seem too in distress. I don't see that they need any medication or whatever the shamans would think about somebody who's just beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Because mostly because when you're talking, and I hate to say this because I have 2,000 videos up here of just nothing but talking, right? But I've gotten into that, and I would love to. It's just called Buddhism. When we start talking about talking, and even talking about the difference between reality and the truth therein, and talking. How about that? A darn Buddhist dares. They're like, you know what? We've got to say something. So, and it's one of the most interesting conversations you'll ever have. You might have a complete misunderstanding, and that's that. Bye! I'm not going anywhere, by the way. It's always here now, and if it ain't here good here now, when will it ever be? Anyway, I know this is a hard angle, especially this shirt. Good God, is this the second video I've made in this shirt? It's possible. I'm pumping them out now, and I think the first one was way lamer than this one. Don't we all want a real live currency? I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about energy. Like, I know my life, babe. I know how I've been living. And when something begins to burden me down and take my energy away and start to feel no good, you get out of there. You get out of there, get on top of shit. Get on top of it. Even if it's like, well, I hate to say it, but no, I mean, being homeless around here in Idlewild, where I live, is, you either do it in style and you know what you're doing, you're just going camping. Just go camping. It's just right over there. You have showers that, well, of course, you need some centavos, but you don't even have to have that. You can devise your own shower system. This is what the beauty of camping is. There's a black bag that holds like 2.5 gallons, but more like 3 or 4 gallons, and that's really all you need when you hang that black bag that holds water in the sunshine. Now I'm getting into some microclimatic and microcosmic stuff, but really, there isn't any. It's really satisfying to some people to just devise their own shower out in the wilderness. Everything tastes so good, especially if you were able to pick the berries off the bush right there and, like, stew up the quail, and much better tasting than whatever's on the shelf right now. Are crickets. Anyway, not, you see, they're mixing up information in this here holy war that we're experiencing, designed basically the whole system right there, especially the main broadcasters, whatever has been able to amplify it more and more through electrical current. You have to keep this in mind. See, a lot of people don't know how to think, and I'm here to help you. Um, as far as think with me a little bit, I wanted to talk about astrology, how irritating it is, the time that it is now, where Pluto is officially in Capricorn. Let me look. This means I have officially went boop 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 bong boop boop bong. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll be back. All right, yeah, look, there it is, 29 Capricorn. It goes into 29 Capricorn tomorrow. The only thing good about it is it's kind of this remembrance of Shana. Don't forget that you are the wealth. You are earth. You are practical mama. You are sitting on it. And your head, equally as amazing, is floating up in them clouds and beyond, you're amazing. Keep on trying to do something and see. I'm wondering why is it that I feel like I don't deserve a damn fucking anything, not even from myself. Well, welcome to. Mm, oh, the good baby, right? I just love her so much. She's so special. Welcome to Neptune oppose your Venus. You know what's cool about this here medium that we are they haven't bothered to put all this astrology up and you know, even though it's like kind of impossible. Hi little baby. Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh, she's so special. Oh my god. Mm. She's really a trip compared to him. And you see, I've always noticed there's a difference between the boys and the girls, but I'm like ultra sensitive now, and I'm really relishing the time when I have these little babies really is to dial in on them, you know. And of course, we're thinking about the food thing and everything, and I've got them some really good nourishment, but they need a variety. And I learned it's like, okay, so there's goat milk and goat cheese. They can do that at this age, and probably any age, really. To tell you the truth, it's probably better. I mean, get organic. I don't know. I'm not going to drink it. If they do, good. You know, but see, I'm happy to say that I'm able to do it. I do have the kind of government assistance as far as the food bank access, I guess, um, from the social services division. Isn't that interesting? That I've been divided now into the social service, and that's where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be doing social media and on social service. I'm not kidding, babes. See, it's possible that there's like, okay, so there's two types of routes you can go here. You can go non-social, which is like the TV set over there is definitely antisocial. Let's say antisocial. You can go antisocial and whatever this fucking meat grinding system that money is designing up for us. Which brings me to the strange subject matter that, believe this or not, it was over the span of 3 years. Within the 3 years, one summer, I met a family and their son, who was 14 at the time that I met him, or 15. His name was Brick. Brick. And it's like, not Rick, Brick. And, well, if you got a load of it, really, my observation, highly materialistic people, really, and they're really money oriented. And this guy, you know, he's getting dangerous as hell, you know. And I was talking to him about money making, you know, and I knew what money making was doing at this time, you know, especially with the COVID-19 thing and everything. And of course, you know, these people are hot and heavy on just. It's one of these kind of people that I don't know why I was there except for I provided them a service that of course I would was getting a transaction over, and of course so now I'm bagging on money, but then I take money, and babes, I didn't choose that for myself. That's just we have to, you know, they call it play the game, I guess, and really I'm not playing a game. That's the thing, is that they were playing all kinds of games, right? And they were literally playing this game where you put this puzzle together, and you put it together, and then you take a picture of it and you see if you won the prize. And it's a really difficult puzzle. And they spend time doing this, and it's like, but it's like, well, who really wins? You know what I mean? And really, you know, that kind of thing. And okay, you know, and next, what else are you gonna do? And so name your kid Brick. See, what I'm reminded of is brick in the wall. You're just another brick in the wall. And so, oh, I just love. Mm, she's so special. She's so wonderful. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot of crapola, I guess. It doesn't take much for me to live. I don't want to become a brick in the wall, though, see. And that's the money system for you there. That's the backdrop system. That's the thing that says psh, strength in numbers, really, and numb. Get numb enough. And this cat is purring so loud. Oh, I just, I just, oh no. Uh-oh. Too many kisses. Oh, that's okay. I take really good care of them. Oh, as far as just, hi. They need a lot of handling. I don't know how they're going to turn out, babes, with all of these kisses. My God. Hi, little sweeties. I can see they like oatmeal, but I think what they really like is the coconut milk. So I'm going to try and make them some of their own from now on, and with the coconut milk, but no sugar. And if they can eat it, that's fine, I guess. But I'm going through something that, here it is the second, but I'm not going to put this video up until around like the 12th or sometime in between. I'll just fill up a day here, I think 8th or something. It's 11/11 right now. And I would love to be able to communicate to you something of the other side of the system, right? Like, say, because they call just the backdrop people that, like this family I was trying to tell you about, it's really the most common thing. See, it's very common in the West, right? Say, what do you mean the West? Well, literally the West, like, say, what has moved to the West and colonizes, as I roll my eyes because that word is it colon or colon? And then when they go into colonists, or anyway, never mind. Good God. Anyway, watch out for the colonists. Um, is kind of, it's a product of something that is stationed in the East, which is not known. But there are masterminds here, and they seem to be doing this thing. And it's hard to tell what's going on. But so you live your own life and try to manage bliss in your life, whatever it is. I say that even your pain can be blissful, but really, no, I don't think life should be spent in pain or in disease or anything like that. And I think life is spent in healing and knowing that you can be disease and pain free. And not only that, but see, like, you can be that in a heartbeat just by breathing the right way, right? Could be that literally. And then eating the right way, of course, thinking the right way. And the main way to think is, if there's a right way at all, it's just be aware of thought. Know that you don't have to get caught up in the whirlwind of all of that. You really don't. If you're doing that, maybe you should get in your body more. Yeah. See, Aries, and I speak for myself, has the biggest kind of slight, like, if it's the slightest worry or thing, it blows up. It could blow up because we would rather be physical. We are we are physical people. We are the go, get out and do it 110%, and do it industrially, because and well, yeah, you take your risk and you make a breakthrough, and you hit a notch that is like, dang, that is your pioneering style. Everybody has the Aries in their chart somewhere. You find that placement by your house, by finding out your houses. Here's the planets, and then the planets will be inside of houses, but your Aries, and all your signs are inside of these houses. They occupy them. That is determined by the time of day that you were born. And having said that, if I get Patreon and PayPal, if people really don't know where what their rising sign or where these aspects are happening in their chart, I could be happy to do a, my practice. It's always practice, and I'm pretty darn good actually. I've done it for other people. And if, of course, if I do take myself kind of seriously, whether I'm making money or there or not, and it would be nice to be able to see I do make an impact, and I am if I'm being paid really, like a therapist or something like this, a therapist would say, you know what? Now, when you start paying them, they're most likely going to do their real practice, which is like you don't tell these people what they want to hear. You tell them what they need to hear. You tell them what they're going to hear from you. Who there's a reason you're there with that label. Your mind is going to be jacked or get out. You cannot see. You cannot see in the east and the west. You can't get away with holding on to your mind. But that's what they encourage. They say, "Oh, this is normal," and then just frame it up, and they give you a little card, right, saying this is your darn label of who you are, and it's like, well, can you get out of that, please? We know that no, there's a choice you're making, and it's only available this moment now. That's right. If you think you have a choice, it's between mind and reality. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. Ooh. And what is a little bra? Ooh. I did not add. She? Baby. They're both little healers of mine, these cats. They are catching on to a lot of things that I need to change in my life, and it's like, okay, okay, okay. You know what I mean? And I love that. I'm fine. I'm ready for change. But the thing is, it's like, I'm a physical person, and so no, I'm these are my little babies, and I'm making sure that they're not soiling themselves. I'm cleaning them up just like their moms would, right? Their mommies had this really rough tongue and would go like this and comb them. And I'm kind of, I'm just popped right into that, and just they're used to it. And it's so precious the way these domestic animals really do. They depend on us. And the truth is however coherent you are and empathic and intuitive and understanding that you can be towards their little beings, that's how much they're going to give into you and be there. Um, like, man, it's weird. It's like I can almost hear their little voices in there and their little concerns. These little fucking things, babes, animals, they have souls that might not have been an animal in their last lifetime. It's been known, and here this could be worth $5 for somebody. Oh my goodness, not terrible. I'm not a brick, babe. I'm not a brick in the wall. Right? I promise you that I'm not something that just feeds you a crock of crap. I'm saying please consider that your animals have souls. Not only that, but it's like it's probably the only way that your ancestry can make it back, or whoever you missed. Like this could be my grandma, I don't know, my ex-lover who died or something, and they're like, I really wanted to be your cat. Um, who said that they would like to be my cat or something like that? They can sit in my lap wherever I go, and it's a hell of a little bit of a responsibility, right? I mean, you could easily just cater to your little sweetheart here and trying to make them comfy, and so I don't let that get in the way of this of the fact that I might have to change everything in my life. There might be a 180 that I have to do. I don't know if it's to sell my place and go clear around the world like that, literally, or is it a vibrational frequency thing that I'm going to flip straight over into something, and it's like I don't really want to flip over, not like that because excuse me, but I think I was doing fine for the duration so far. If I've made it this far, I don't really have any complaints about my particular vibrational frequency. I go through lulls and dips, getting back to the Neptune aspecting your Venus. See, when I talk about my Venus, I have 5 planets in Libra. That means it's 5 planets under the rulership of Venus, which is a trip to look at, but it just means that all of these planets are visiting the house and the home of Venus and in Libra, and so then when you look at my Venus, it's in Virgo, which is Mercury ruled, and then of course I'm going to want to say something with this Mars square to Neptune day. I'm going to put this on the same day that I made a video that I'm so down and out. Just it's the Neptune and Venus, babe. Neptune opposed Venus. See, you can go on the internet, you can go on and look at these aspects that if you knew um, where all of this was taking place in your chart. See, because we just went through a Venus opposition Neptune, but now we're doing the Mars square Neptune, and I'm saying, babes, will you please relax and do not go to Disneyland? This do not go into a fantasy land because first of all, it's not that. You need to wake up. See, with Neptune going backwards and then squaring to Mars, I think I tried to talk about it earlier, but because Neptune is going retrograde, it's like more clarity than ever. You know, you cannot live a dream within the dream here. It is enough a dream here. You don't need a dream on top of it. Why are you? And that's an insult to the real thing, which is a dream. Better than the real thing. You can remember that song, and really, it's a big. I know what I'm saying when it's like, okay, so these people think it's just a short trip here, shabam bam, throw money at it, and now we're being entertained, and it's like, no, you threw a little bit too much money out on that actually, and look at the hassle it was, and how's your immune system now? You know, subjecting yourself to all of that crap that only money can buy, right? And who's hungry for that crap, really? Who's hungry for it, babe? I'm not. I'm not. I've seen the world. I've been through a lot. I've been through it, and it's like, God, I just don't have a desire for it. I have a desire for God, and this is a problem that I'm having in my most personal relationships. People don't understand. It's like, of course, if you think you're going to have a partner in life, they have to be orientated to God, or forget it. Or else you can't have a conversation that's on the same page for shit. And then what if the kids are watching? What if you were watching? You know, what if you were to set any kind of example? I mean, there's where I'm talking about saying that I'm pretty sure that the phenomena is, you know, Christ Jesus would try to tell us 2 or more. If you can get 2 or more that can have a conversation, that when they have a conversation about where is God, what is reality, where is it, how is it, if they can have a back and forth that is equal to on the same page as the sages of fucking 8,000 years ago, cha-ching, needs to press record in case the kids are watching, update, download. That's all it takes. Rumor has it, that's all it takes. But do you know anybody who's really there and can do that? See, I'm pretty sure Dalai Lama knows of me. There is a woman in the West who will, after she gets really fed up and goes gnarly on us, she's just going to wake up and say, you know what? You need to hear it like this, and you need to hear it like the 4 o'clock news, and I'm going to do it. It helps if you look as beautiful as the sun shining in the morning, and I have taken a shower since that last video. It took me an hour and a half because I have these 2 pots. They're hardly 2 gallons each, but one of them has a hole in it on the bottom. So I can only heat one at a time. And I make sure I get plenty of hot water in the way that I do. It's not a trouble, but it is, I mean, not really. Though I advise people to try it like that. Try to heat your water on and try to do it like, do something that makes you wake up into the motions of even taking a shower. A lot of people are just skipping over And it's like, no, this should be a ritual. Water is your god. And what are you using as a soap? No. I use nothing but natural soaps because, first of all, I can feel it on my skin. Some of it, is like when you just go for anything, it's not good for you, by the way, the scents and stuff, if it's not natural. Anyway, thanks for listening to this. And wow, 30 minutes? Right on. Yeah, I'll put this after the video where I'm, I can't apologize for going through the time of its transformation. You have to be really careful of being hijacked of these things. See, I'm well aware that I need to stay within my microclimate and take care of my microcosm. And I would love to take care in the way that I know that I could if I had another set of hands here, just a little help. I know, I'm sure, no, and I do. Um, I appreciate the help that's coming at me. Um, I just work on an industrial level. I am also somebody who, um, well, personally, my partners in my life appreciate me after a while because I'm a very physical, engaging is the word. I think it's the word of the week because when we have this Mars square Neptune and then let alone the Venus Neptune opposition, those are two very different vibrations. How about you? Did you notice something when Venus was opposing Neptune? It's like the most, I'm telling you, I'm going through a Neptune opposing my Venus as a transit. And now look it up on your um on your brain here, that you have access to if you want. You can just look at it, and then also you can look at it in the specific sign that it's in, which is Venus in Virgo oppose Neptune in Pisces. And pathetic. And when you see it, just know that every single bit of it has happened with me. Every bit of it has unfolded and come true. Every bit of it. You'd have to look at the houses too to just get really intricate. And that's the thing that's scary about astrology is you can really look into it. And it hasn't been fun. It's been hell. It's been threatening to take away my love of everything that I am, which is because how that 5 of my planets are under Venus rulership. I'm a powerhouse of communication on a very not an eccentric level, but it's on a very electrical motivational level. It's the Uranus conjunct Mercury that I have, and I've been having I admit I have trouble with, I would say, men, but it's really mankind. I mean, isn't there a little bit of a tension there already? And then maybe it's really that what I'm saying is like, I want nothing to do with it. Why is there a problem? Well, last 335 fucking videos, and really, I want nothing to do with it, really. I would love to tell you my autobiography about my experiences, and it's like, I love people. I would love to let you in on what culminates as kind of a little bit of a difficulty with the male side, but not really. Not really. See, I think I think that they have difficulty with me. And I am not saying that as a like abracadabra, this is my life, so it is done. No. No. I am an observer. I have discernment, and I don't simply take shit from people. I am in a place of my spiritual awakening, which might offend both men and women. Which to me, it's like, why would you be offended about somebody's becoming human? Comment section down below.